Hi.
Hi, babe.
Can people ask questions on the Zoom thing?
Yes, they can. I can't figure out from here how to get on Facebook. Okay, so let's just record it, and then I'll have to have our staff take it from the cloud and put it on Facebook.
So no Zoom either?
It'll be on Zoom, and then it will just go to the cloud.
So if I mess up, you can't delete it.
Right.
So if I say, hit that bitch as far as you can.
Right. Hi, all. My name is Jocelyn. I work in the St. Louis Metro office for Special Olympics, and I'm here today with Jeff Catron. He's in law enforcement with Wright City PD, and he is a golf unified partner with his athlete friend Daxton. So today we're going to talk about golf basics and how to use your clubs.
Hi everyone. Like Jocelyn said, my name is Jeff. We're outside on this gorgeous day, and it is a beautiful day to play one of my favorite sports, that is golf. So let me tell you what golf is. Golf is a sport where players use various clubs to hit a ball into a series of holes on a golf course, and you want to do that in as few strokes as possible. So what is a stroke? A stroke is any time your club makes contact with the ball. That's known as a stroke. Now you can also get strokes for penalties, like if you lose your golf ball or you hit it out of bounds, things of that. We'll touch on that later. So first, let's go over the equipment. So inside of my golf bag here, I have variation of different clubs. So the first club we're going to talk about is the driver. You use this on the tee box, and this is going to be the club that hits the ball the farthest. So after the driver, there are different sets of clubs known as woods. You can use these from the fairway or also off the tee box. And the number starting the highest, which this would be a 1, 3, 5, 7 on down, the higher the number, the farther it's going to hit the ball. So the next club we'll talk about are the irons. Irons look like this. They're metal. They have different angles on them. So each angle is going to determine how far your ball goes. Same thing with these. If you see this club has a 3 on it, most irons go from 3 to 9. So the lower number, again, the higher your ball is going to go, or the farther your ball is going to go. We have a golf bag. This is what carries your clubs. Inside of that, you have balls, golf tees, all sorts of different accessories. So let's talk about golf balls. Golf balls are round. They look like this. They have a series of small little divots on them. There are different manufacturers of golf balls. Each golf ball does roughly the same thing. There's different compounds within the golf ball that make it spin more, make it travel farther, things like that. Whenever you're playing the golf ball, a little tip I like to do is take a marker and you identify your golf ball by making your own little mark on it. Like I wrote my initials on there. So that shows that that is my golf ball. So if someone's by me, we know who's who. The next tool is a tee. This is what you use when you're in the tee box. Also, whenever you use some of your larger clubs, you stick this in the ground, you put your ball on it, it's going to give you an advantage to hit the ball a little farther. Another part of your equipment are golf shoes. Golf shoes are like regular shoes, but they have small spikes on the bottom. What this does is it gives you traction. And when you're swinging the golf club, your feet don't slip out from underneath you and you fall down. And different accessories that I carry in my bag are things like a brush. So if your club gets muddy, take your brush, clean out the grooves on there. And I also carry several towels to wipe my club down. You always want your club clean. It's going to give you an advantage to hit the ball a little farther. A glove. So I wear a golf glove on my left hand, like this. And what that does is when you hit the ball, it gives you better grip, and the club doesn't spin in your hand. So when you hit the ball, you're hitting it straight. You're not hitting it this, you're hitting it to the right, hitting it like this, hitting it to the left. Just helps you maintain a better grip on the ball, or on the club. So let's talk about clothing. Most golf courses have a dress code that requires you to wear a collared shirt. A collared shirt is like this, just a polo shirt that buttons up in the front. It's something that looks kind of decent when you're out on the golf course. Khaki shorts. They also recommend you wear khaki shorts or khaki pants, just because it looks nice, it looks professional. When I'm golfing, I usually wear a hat that protects my head from the sun. It also keeps the sun out of my eyes. I also wear sunglasses, which does the same thing. I can see the ball once I hit it and see where it goes. Some things I carry. Also, bug spray, definitely bug spray. Golf is an outdoor sport. There are lots of bugs and lakes and things like that on the golf course. So now let's talk about the golf course itself. So when you first pull up, you're going to go to the tee box. Like I said, that's where you're going to take your big club, your tee, your ball. It's going to be the first place you hit from that hole. You're going to try to hit the ball into the fairway. Fairway is some shortcut grass. Normally it's in the center of the hole. If you hit on the outside of that fairway, that's known as the rough. The grass is a little thicker. It's a little hard to hit out of, but that gives you somewhat of a challenge. Your main goal is to try to hit it onto the green. Now the green is the shortest grass. It's real flat, smooth surface, and that's where the hole is at. Inside of the hole, you have what's known as a pin or a flag. I'm sure you've seen that before, but that just shows you where the hole is at whenever you're somewhat far out from the green. There are also other things on there known as hazards. Hazards can be things like sand, known as bunkers, that you have to hit out of, lakes, trees, and out of bounds. And if you hit it into those places, that's going to give you more strokes. So your main idea is to try to get the ball from the tee box into the hole with as few strokes as possible. Now, on a golf course, we talk about measurements. So a lot of times you say it's 100 feet. Well, golf courses use what's known as yards. So each club hits a different yardage. So for example, the 5-iron here. I know that I hit the 5-iron about 170 yards. One way that you guys can do that is take your clubs, go to a driving range, and take each club and hit it. And at the driving range, they have different markers on how far the measurement is. So if you know you hit a 5-iron so far, write that down. Then you go to the 6, 7, 8, so on and so on, and then you know how far it is that you can hit the ball. And then you can make a cheat sheet with how far you hit every club, keep it on your golf bag, and refer to that. So if you know you're 150 yards out from the green, you can hit a 7-iron and make it to the green. So let's talk about scoring. So the recommended number of shots it takes to get the ball from the tee box into the hole is known as par. Par is the average. So if it's a par 3, it should take 3 strokes to get the ball into the hole. If you do it in less than that by 1, it's a birdie. 2 is an eagle. On the other side, if you hit it 1 over par, that's known as a bogey. If you hit it 2 over par, say it's a par 3, you get it in 5, that's a double bogey. So you're going to write all those scores down on a scorecard. This is what a scorecard looks like. So it'll tell you on there, hole 1 is a par of 4, so you want to try to get it in 4 strokes, and that's where you're going to write your score down. Now, once you're all finished with all the scoring, like the par for this course is a 70, you want to be as close to 70 or below 70, and that's going to determine your overall score. So the last thing we're going to do, one thing I forgot that you always want to carry in inclement weather, umbrella. You could be far out away from the clubhouse or shelter. If it starts to rain, have an umbrella. And I also carry a rain suit in my golf bag so I don't get wet. All right, so let's walk through a real quick hole. Show you what it's going to look like. So you walk up to the tee box, you're going to take your driver or whatever club you feel comfortable with hitting off the tee box. So you're going to take your driver, you're going to take your ball, you're going to stick it in the ground. You're going to hit the ball as straight and as far as you can. Everyone then is going to hit from the same spot on the tee box. Everyone takes their turn, so then you go up and you go to your ball wherever you may have landed. Hopefully it's in the fairway. And then the person that is farthest out from the pin is going to then hit their ball. So you're probably going to use something like an iron and hit your ball again. And then the next person that's farthest out is going to hit, the next person out is going to hit, so on and so forth until you get close to the green. So once again, once you make it onto the green, you're going to use what's known as a putter. Putter looks like this. It's flat, smooth surface. And whenever you use your putter, you're going to take small strokes like this. And what you're basically doing is tapping the ball and trying to make it into the hole onto the green. So once you do that, you're finished with that hole. You count the number of strokes that you had, write that down on your scorecard, and then you move to the next hole. That's really all I have to talk about. I hope you learned something, and hopefully I see you on the course. Have a great day. Be safe and stay healthy.